Hello, my loves. How you guys doing? I hope you are well. I'm sending you some love and some hugs as I sip my hot chocolate with loads of marshmallows. Let me show y'all. In my Godiva cup. I'm full of contradictions today. I'm sipping hot chocolate because fall has come early here in the southern hemisphere. And it feels good outside, but it's a little chill to it, which I love. But I have on the sundress too, because this is about the last time I'm be able to wear it. Y'all see floating, just floating, y'all, just floating. I got my feet kicked up. And I've been having a time because as I'm studying my birth chart, I recognize that a lot of the energies that I've been in have been from karmics because their birth chart is hell. And as I'm having that same realization, hi guys, my name is Spiritually Savage, and here we just talk about all things life and spiritual. My cat out here too. And I'm recognizing that I woke up this morning and recognized that I am stuck in a time warp. Everything you watch on TV is realistic in real life, meaning it happens in real life, but because we don't see it from the aspect of the fantasy perspective that they give us, we fail to recognize it in our own lives. But I woke up this morning and I recognized it in my own life, y'all. Listen, your south node in your birth chart are the things that you're going to have to overcome in life. And that's what I'm battling now. I'm battling my south node. And I know one of the things besides eating is smoking. I don't even want to smoke anymore. I really don't. Because I recognize and understand that I am so much better and so much more powerful without smoking. Yet I am in a situation that I don't want to be in, so I smoke to escape. So look at that for duality. Take my life as an example of duality and apply it to your own life. In order for me to be rescued or saved or catapulted or picked up and moved out of my current situation, I must give up worldly possessions. My chart dictates that. I must give up detachments. I must detach from worldly things. Food is a worldly thing. We think we need to eat to survive, and we really don't. So we overeat. That's because we was conditioned to do so. That's a whole nother story. And smoking, I smoke because I don't want to be here, but I'm here because I'm smoking. So I realized today that my desire for not wanting to be here needs to override my desire for escaping. Because I'm here whether I want to or not. And the only way I can get out is to stop smoking. Look at your life like that as well. There is something that God wants you to give up. And you're having a difficult time doing it. It may not be weed. It may not be that drug. It may be a different type of drug. Caffeine and sugar is a drug. So maybe you're a sweet head. I don't know. Apply it to your own life. But I woke up in this thing like, I still don't want to be here, God. And I've been saying that this whole time. And yet I'm still here. So I know I'm on divine timing. I do know that. Meaning I could possibly have done everything and it's just out of my hands. But I definitely don't want to smoke. I don't. I know it blocks my spiritual gifts, especially given what the government probably do to it now since some of the states are legalizing it. You know, they had to find a way to taint it before they allow that to happen. So listen. And so I woke up with that realization and I'm like, okay, you know what? And I was looking at the blue walls that I painted. And I'm like, this is a prison, but it's not a prison as long as my mind is free. And I always have hope. So I got up, made me a breakfast. I forget what you call it. It wasn't a burrito. Mm, breakfast quesadilla. Shared it with my great niece and nephew a little bit. And went to start writing my journal. Because I don't want to feel like I'm starting over. And so I had to talk to my inner child because she having a fit right now. She pissed. But she also knows that this is a lesson and that there is a lesson to be learned. God would not have us still here if there wasn't a lesson to be learned. And so I'd rather repeat a lesson than to get skipped without knowing the lesson and then lose everything I gained. So as much as I hate it, there's a reason. There's a reason. There's always a reason. So maybe today you feeling down and out. I'm still on hiatus. I haven't posted a video in a month. Not because I don't want to, because I'm not capable of doing so at the moment. So I'm just recording and recording. And so all these will be posted in chronological order so you can see. Listen. I am I am destined for greatness, but only if I choose the most righteous path. And this is no judgment on those that smoke, because maybe that's not a part of your path. But I'm speaking from my own experience and the fact that I didn't smoke for 30 years of my life. And that all ties in when black magic started. So I know it is a product of black magic, which means it cannot go with me. It can't go with me. Because it's really not a part of who I am. And anybody who knew me before I was 30 understands. Oh, they really do. But I spoke it over my folks. I told them they looked like crackheads. To me, they looked like crackheads when they ain't had no weed. But that's basically all my family ever did is smoke weed. But when they didn't have it, their disposition changed. They became angry. I don't become angry. I don't. Because I also know weed is more psychological and not physical. Meaning when you are trying to abstain from crack or caffeine for that matter, or even like heroin or anything like that, alcohol, your body has a chemical addiction to it. So when you're going without, your body reacts to that. Marijuana doesn't have a chemical addiction to it, but it feels like it now. It does. So I wonder if that's what they meant by the weed has been weaponized, because now it does gives you a physical, because weed is a plant, it doesn't do that. Anywho, this is about struggle and what it is God is asking us to give up in order to get the big old teddy bear that's behind his back. So I struggled today. I smoked a tiny bit today. But it also motivates me creatively. Creatively. It does. But there's something I'm supposed to still learn. And I'd rather repeat the grade than to get skipped and not know what I'm doing. Although I woke up this morning and was like, this is not your prison. You're not finna stay here for no 6 months. It's just not finna work. It's not finna work for us. That's the thought I had in my head when I popped up. Because my mind was like, this is a prison. You created a... No, I did not. I recognized instantaneously that that was somebody else's thoughts, because that is not in my makeup at all. Prison and I don't get along, whether it be a physical one or a mental one. I've been in a mental prison for 20 years when black magic was strong and heavy and I wasn't aware of who I was and what was going on. Oh, but now, 2020. So I recognize where I'm at, and I recognize that they're doing black magic still. And how I am allowing it to manifest in my life is by me smoking. But like I said, God always has a reason. And so as I'm going through this, I am definitely documenting the effects and the effects. How I feel, what I was thinking. That way I can better help other people that don't even know what's going on in the world. When they say this battle is not yours, it's the Lord's, it really is, but you still got to do your part. And that's honoring the temple that He gave us. I am at the bottom of my hot chocolate. So that's what my struggle is. And I really don't want to smoke. I went 30 days when all this stuff hit without smoking. It was the best of my time. I went out into the real world, or the matrix actually, to a restaurant surrounded by all these different energies. And I came back and smoked and started eating up shit. And so now I am like, I didn't even gain weight. That's what was the catalyst of me feeling like I'm repeating the cycle. Because I looked in the mirror, y'all, and I got a 6-pack in my back again. Not even 6, but it's like 4, maybe 2. See? And I didn't have that. I looked back in my pictures, and 6 months ago, this was not there. Look at that. All that hard work. I feel like I just regressed, but I did not. I learned very valuable lessons. So now I'm on I gotta get back in shape. That's been my whole life. So I know my whole life I've been fighting the demons that don't want me to be healthy, because once my gut is healthy, then my intuition is healthy, and my connection with God is healthy, and my connection with my spiritual team is healthy. Our gut is literally the center of the universe. If we don't have a healthy gut, we don't have a healthy mind, and we definitely don't have a healthy body. And those are all 3 things that we need in order to be productive and efficient and to live our divine life path. Those things are necessary. And so that's my struggle. Having a healthy gut and letting go of things that no longer serve me. Now, mind you, I have let go of everything that don't serve me except those 2 things. Food, I've gotten a much handle on. But last week, I ate salsa and chips so much that it made my stomach hurt. I haven't done that in a long, long, long time. So as much as I want to be gone and to be in my own space, there's still some lessons I need to learn. Drinking water and sweating all these toxins out. Every time I sweat, I thank God. All right, my loves. That's just a little 15-minute breakdown. Don't beat yourself up. Trust the process, even the parts we don't like. And that's what I keep telling myself. This is part of the process, even though it makes me feel uncomfortable, even though it makes me feel like I'm a crackhead in my own sense. When you're digging in ashtrays, that to me feels like a crackhead because I've never done it before. So when you feeling like that, understand, understand, overstand that is also part of the process. It's part of the process that we don't like, though. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like it, but there's something that I need to learn from it. Is why I'm still going through it. There's a part that I still need to learn. That's how I'm choosing to look at it. That is the perception I am taking. That it is happening for me and not to me. Which makes me not sad. It doesn't make me sad. It does make me frustrated, though. Because I am of the mindset, and I have a OCD mindset where I want to do it. I want to get it. I want to do it right the first time. Be done with it. Like my whole life I live. If it takes more than 3 times, then something is wrong for me. Because I can pick up things that easily, quickly. But my own feelings and distinguishing my own thought process, it's a struggle. I can't say black magic, even though it's still being done. I know that part. But I am stronger than any little low-level demon. Literally. If I have survived this entire time being surrounded by people throwing black magic all around me, not supporting, gossiping, throwing up blockages, wishing I didn't have, wishing I didn't know, wishing all kind, because that's a form of black magic. When people throw dirt on your name and they gossip about you and tell lies, that's black magic. They're trying to change the perception that people have of you. That's black magic. Even if at some point in time you feel like you're living out what they say, no, that's you. That's you allowing them to project what they feel about themselves onto you. I know daggone well who I am. So when I am doing things that's out of the norm, or when things start happening that's out of the norm, I know it's not a reflection of me. It's what's going on in and around me. Take that as it resonates with yourself. Don't take their energy as if it's yours. And don't get so frustrated with yourself that you lose compassion for yourself. So I like to talk to my inner child because I know she wasn't heard as a kid. So I don't shut her down. Even when she throws a temper tantrum. And even as I reparent myself and I have to correct that temper tantrum, I do it with love because I understand what she's going through. She's frustrated. She's not been loved her entire life correctly. And now that it's on the other side of not smoking, she's getting frustrated with herself because she knows how strong she is and she knows that she can do it. But she also falls victim to her own self-sabotage. And that in itself is annoying. So when I talk to myself with love and compassion. Because first, I never had it. And second, I'm overcoming a lot. And I have overcome a lot. So the fact that I'm still dealing with these two nuisances, I'll call them, just means that I have something else to learn. Because I'm there. I won the battle. And now I'm gearing up for the war. And for whatever war God got coming, I need to be at my optimal, sober self, which I am going to be. Good gracious. I am. So, the tough part is allowing the part of the process that we don't like to unfold. Because the moment we feel uncomfortable, we start doing any and everything we can to get out of that uncomfortability. Yeah, I would have been did something already. Look at I look like what I said. I'm glad I know what I can look like. This stuff don't bother me. It's funny though, Because people on the outside are so focused on what I'm looking like on the outside that they are not seeing this transition going on the inside. Or they are seeing it, they just don't want to acknowledge it. So they stay focused on what I look like on the outside. Oh, is your hair not done up underneath that? Oh, you need to comb your hair. My hair is growing exactly how it's supposed to grow. And it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. People always got something to say. People always judge you. That's okay. Back in my younger days, I'd have been like, judge your mama, don't judge me. I would have. I really would have. Here we go. There we go. Bam. I would have. But now I know enough and I know better to know that they dealing with their own self. And they have their own insecurities about why their hair look and do what it do. My hair don't define me. My clothes don't define me. My character defines me. That's it. All right, my loves. 20 minutes, 21 minutes. I love you guys. The struggle's real, but we got it. Namaste, Ashe, Mazel Tov.